So since a lot of you actually liked the last 10 minutes of useless information video I made, I thought I'd milk it some more. Like how BuzzFeed is the milking cow for content for commentating YouTubers. 10 minutes of blank is the same for me. So before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video, if you enjoyed it that is, and subscribe, since approximately more than 80% of you still aren't. So enjoy the vid and start the timer. The trader who goes by the name of Peacekeeper is originally from Poland. He's based on the future map terminal. Mechanic is actually located on the map factory, while Ragman lives in the mall on the map interchange. The rapist, my mistake. Therapist is based on the future map that is right around the corner, Streets of Tarkov. And can I just say that I'm so excited for that map. Finally a city map, where it isn't just another woods map with a big ass building right in the middle. Anyways, where were we? Alright. As of today, there are 3 new dealers planned to be released in the future: Cookhole, Warden, and Bashkir. Cookhole will, as far as I can tell, deal in goods such as food and water. Bashkir will deal with under-the-counter sales goods, whatever that might mean, and Warden, who is a specialist in radio and naval electronic devices, will probably deal in those. He will also be based on the future map Lighthouse. Now before we go on, I want to correct or add some things that you guys mentioned in the last 10 minutes of useless information video I made. First of all, this whole video idea I will give credit again to Austin McConnell and to a special subscriber, Lonely Canuck. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Next is the oh so interesting Slickers bar, which is a clear reference to popular Snickers bar with an N. Anyways, a lot of you pointed out that a website that is listed on the side of the Slickers bar is sram.com, which literally means shitting in Polish, according to the many comments I got. And also a bonus, sram backwards is Mars, which is another reference to a very popular candy bar by the name, you guessed it, Mars. Then, for 1814, pointed out that the axe with the description antique axe with a damaged handle that belonged to the ancient clan of hatchling called WYCC is a reference to a popular Russian streamer called WYCC220, who had a popular series called A Maniac with an Axe, where he would kill, or rather butcher, people in a variety of ways in DayZ. How lovely. Next is Bobo Luga Bob, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names, who mentioned that the Takkek, which in and of itself is quite a weird name, has this as its description: Takkek, heavy trooper, and additional helmet ballistic mask module based on the obscure type, based on the famous movie universe.
This is the way.
This is the way clearly being a reference to the famous TV show, which I quite enjoyed myself if I'm being honest, The Mandalorian. And the mask also somewhat resembles a Mandalorian helmet. One last thing about the Slickers bar that Jimmy Lin pointed out, it actually says "don't call us, we hate you," which, well, it's very self-explanatory if you ask me. Then we got a Russian viewer apparently, coming in with a whole lot of fun info. Zomgit Barrett, who I first of all want to apologize to for butchering all of your names and words. Anyways, he pointed out that Gluhart with a K is a slang name in police cases. It means a case without an end, or dead end in some cases. He also points out that on the banana mag, it actually says, "Are you nuts?" in the most gruesome language possible, apparently. Then one last thing he points out is that Zrets, I'm sorry, again, or this word, in Russian is more likely to be about paganism. But according to him, because of people like me butchering the word, I'm sorry, and him spawning in swamps.
Hello there. Hello there.
Oh, hello there! Oh, fuck.
He'll probably become a meme very soon, which I don't disagree with, honestly. Then we got a fellow German, pointing out that I totally forgot German, and that Stürmen means Steuermann in German, which is roughly translated to taxman in English. Thanks to Joe Coco Diaz for that one. And then the last user input is from Mr. Hero 95, who mentioned again that sram means shitting in Polish, and that there's actually light bulbs, which I myself use by that name, or Osram, which usually makes every Polish guy chuckle, since it roughly translates to shit on something. Just imagine working in an IKEA having to sell those in Poland. Now onto my own facts, instead of blatantly ripping them off other people because I'm too lazy and don't want to do my own research. As of today, there's only 3 modes: Scav, PMC, and Offline, which I would really recommend for any new player afraid of losing all their gear. Killa is such a Chad that he operates alone and doesn't have any followers since he doesn't need them. Wait, that's not a useless fact, that's just my opinion. Oh boy, here comes Reddit. Now for something that I'm very excited for. There's 3 new game modes planned for the future, meaning that we won't see it later than sooner. Cryptic as ever, Nikita. Anyways, first one is a story mode. The second, the one I'm the most excited for, a big open world mode where all the maps are connected without any time limits. Though I can see how it might prove difficult to implement in the end. And the third one being an arena mode, which one could argue we already have. Factory. Before we go on, please consider leaving a like and subscribing since it really helps out. There are 28 different loot containers. That includes dead scav corpse loot containers. In those 28, there are 2 different cash registers, 3 different types of jackets, though 2 of them are specific to a location on customs, while the other is the commonly found jackets that are all over Tarkov. There are 2 different med containers, and 3 different big wooden crates, one filled with electronics, one with barter items and food, and one filled with meds. And at last, there are 4 different weapon boxes strewn around Tarkov. All 4 are made out of what seems to be plastic and are property of the Terra Group Labs subsidiary. There are currently 7 different grenades in the game, and 2 explosive grenades and another smoke grenade is planned to be added in the future. As far as I can tell, the maps of Tarkov are in a specific order that correlates with the story. First of all is Streets of Tarkov, then Suburbs, Interchange, Customs, Factory, Woods, then Town, Lighthouse, Shoreline, and then at last, Terminal. The hideout you get is actually an old bomb shelter clogged with old rubbish. According to the description, it also says, the escaping from Tarkov can take quite a while. You need a place where you can regroup and regain your strength. This is the place, your hideout. A little added info to the last video. I said that the mall interchange was inspired by various mega malls that can be found all over Russia. Well, as it turns out, it's actually inspired by a specific mega mall called the Mega Dubenko Shopping Mall, which is located near St. Petersburg, Russia. Scav raiders speak both Russian and English fluently. On the 27th of July 2017, Interchange was released with patch 0.2.67.302, but the playable area was restricted from the collapsed tunnel up to the river. The health resort was also closed off by a fence, first on the 26th of December 2017 with patch 0.5.0.8.1, fuck it. The fence was opened and the remaining part released. There are 11 different clothing sets for bear operators, while there are only being 10 for USEC operators. The conflict that led up to the Tarkov region being closed and isolated on one side by Russian troops and on the other side by UN peacekeeping troops, as they're so well known for, peacekeeping. Anyways, the conflict included both Bear and USEC mercenaries, Russian Ministry of Internal Affairs troops, because why not, and UN peacekeeping troops for keeping the peace in Tarkov. After much fighting, the Russian government and the UN came to the conclusion to say, fuck it all, and seal the region off, and everybody trapped in the region was made to fend for themselves. This is where Tarkov is right now. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and will consider leaving a like and even subscribing since it really helps me out. Anyways, thanks for watching, see you next time, bye!